Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Bills come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Patriots going up against the Bills.
Thank you, Larry. Winter just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Garoppolo. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Set. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Now Garoppolo. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go.
Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And some space here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Come on, let's go.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. Finding some room at midfield. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. At the 49. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Second down following the run. Play action, it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wondering about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he'll jack this one down to McCoy. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. First down. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from LSU, Tre'Davious White. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Garoppolo. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
All right, here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Lawson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right on the 30. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Tre'Davious White.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, Taylor. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And fights through one man. And some room to work. Nice footwork by McCoy. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big run there by McCoy. 41 yards. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, David Harris. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Brady will try again on second down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Brady now on first down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. They're executing. Has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
They are in the second quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
10th carry now for McCoy. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Let's go. One, nine. Check. One, nine.
They go play action now. Taylor. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Here we go. One, nine.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38.
On 3rd and short, Tolbert. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Flex round.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Hauschka's kick is good. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Come on, let's go.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even
rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Ohio! 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 Here we go!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. You know Taylor has that in his arsenal. Ran for 580 yards last year, number 1 amongst quarterbacks.
Yeah, he doesn't just run around. He runs with a purpose. That's why he's able to gain good yardage when he takes off.
Those 580 yards, by the way, broke the franchise record for quarterback rushing yards set by Tyrod Taylor the year earlier.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Shotgun now for Brady. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Brady to throw on second down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Brandon Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks. 84 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Let's go!
To throw is Taylor on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starts with a run by White. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll run with White. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And here come the Bills. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They go play action with Taylor. That's caught. Zay Jones, the rookie. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Flush to his right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Easy.
So after the INT, it's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escape hoping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And coming on is the backup quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. So the D-line's going to spread out on third down. It's White, and a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Let's go!
On first down, it's Taylor. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Let's go!
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he cuts it out. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Wait, 20!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 59 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Now White. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
We got 3.
That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at him.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Brady. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks, an even 90 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out come the Bills. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Eli Harold in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Brady. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On first down, Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Brady now on first down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On play action, it's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence. And
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
All right, partner, we just saw the 2nd interception of the game against Tom Brady. I'm going to see my eye doctor because I did not really see that, did I?
Well, nobody sees it often. Last year, he threw 2 interceptions all season. Did not throw 2 in a game, so certainly a rarity. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. But give to McCord. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 2nd down, Taylor looking downfield for Jones. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Taylor to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
So the Patriots coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the D-line's going to spread out. He's back to throw. And right side caught. Hogan. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Patriots can take the lead with the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. 1, 9,
Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. 1, 9,
Again, it's McCoy. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. This give is to McCoy. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
McCoy. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Buffalo, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.